Alright guys, our latest legendary Moonlight Cookie has been released into the game here guys. So here we go. We do have enough to get it up to I think around like maybe luckily like 3-star promotion. But here we go. Let's just get this thing going. Get up to level 70 right there. And here we go. We got the skill level going up to level 70. And there you go. Moonlight Cookie, Dream of the Night Sky. And here we go. Just keep in mind guys, once again, when you guys are watching any of my review videos, our power level may be different because of the fact that I do have my bonds maxed out, as well as I do have my statue pretty high for the Hall of Ancient Heroes, and technologies and things like that will all make a difference, okay, when it comes to the power level. So don't be like super surprised if your power level at level 70 is like a lot lower than mine, right? Just keep that in mind. Alright guys, so before we get back into the video, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to be LD Player. So if you guys are wanting to play Cookie Run Kingdom or any of the other Android games that are available on the Google Play Store, then make sure to go and check out LD Player, which you can find down in the description below. There will be a link where you can be directed towards the website to download LD Player 9, which I am currently using right now. You are able to download all the games that are available within the Android Play Store, and also on top of that, you guys are able to have designated key binding with your keyboard so that you're not touching the screen with only your mouse. So definitely going to be worth it to use for something like the BTS mini games in case you guys are wanting to play that on your PC. Anyways guys, make sure to go check out LD Player. Definitely a great emulator that I do recommend, and I have been using for over a year and a half now. But once again, I do want to thank LD Player for the sponsor, and let's get back into the video. But here we go guys, this is going to be the skill Dream of the Night Sky. It is a 15-second cooldown, which is really short here. We might possibly see a very spammy skill. Alright, so Moonlight Cookie falls asleep in the night sky and dreams a dream where stars fall onto the enemy's heads, dealing damage and applying a damage increase debuff. Then bright moonlight illuminates the battlefield, dealing damage to the enemies and putting them to sleep. Enemies that didn't fall asleep become drowsy and will eventually fall asleep when their resistance statuses wear off. When Moonlight Cookie awakens, she will restore her own HP. She will also restore her own HP upon awakening from sleep effects cast by enemies, which means enemy moonlights. Being a dweller of the world of dreams, Moonlight Cookie is not susceptible to the beckoning dreams effect, and damage relative to max HP is capped at 300,000. Alright, so here we go guys. This is going to be the detail here. It is pretty long here. Alright guys, so the first thing here is going to be the damage. This is going to be the damage increase debuff. Alright, this is going to be the one that's very similar to Eclair's weakness debuff. Alright, so it's going to be 25% extra damage, right, that the enemies are going to take for 12 seconds. However, it can only stack one time, unlike Eclairs, which can stack up to 4 times. All right, and then the Starlight periodic damage is up to 10 time ticks for 1.8 seconds, and that is going to be the little stars that are going to fly across, and it is going to deal 108.5% damage per tick. All right, that is a pretty insane amount, I gotta say. All right, additional Starlight damage is 5.5% of max HP. All right, so that's going to be for cookies. And then the Starlight ignores damage resist. Starlights also ignore damage resist? 40%? Moonlight damage? That is pretty insane too, okay? And then this is damage to cookies, 125% of attack plus 3%, or true damage proportional to max HP plus sleep, and the sleep is going to last 2 seconds. And to others that are not cookie, it's going to be 255% of attack plus sleep for 2 seconds. Drowsiness, so if they are not going to be falling asleep right away, they are going to have 15% of attack speed reduction, 15% of movement speed reduction for 15 seconds. And then the self-healing is going to be 29.8% of attack, which is not a lot, but it can definitely make a difference. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to go first into World Desperation here just to test her out. All right, guys, so topping here, we're going to use 5 Searing Raspberry first just to see the damage. And then we do have 8% cooldown. So let's go into 10-31 Dark Mode. And here we go. And Moonlight Cookie. See the attack animation first. Wow, how much damage? 100,000 damage just from auto attack. And of course, that is the crit right there. All right, and here we go. Against the Cake Witch. We're gonna wait. And here we go. Oh my gosh. Well, that did one shot, or almost one shot at that entire thing. All right, here we go. We're gonna see the self-heal as well here. So let's see how much damage. Not a ton of damage to a boss like this, but definitely against a lot of enemies. Like, she is definitely going to be really, really good here. As you can see, we do have the weakness debuff that applies to the enemy. She's definitely, of course, compared to someone like, you know, a boss killer like Sherbet, is going to do less damage to the boss because you're focusing on the area damage, right? But I think, yeah, one-shot comms and things like that are definitely coming for the arena. Watch out for that. And I'm sure it's going to include Hollerberry in there as well. The healing is really, really good too, right? She does have healing. All right, so the healing done, that's really, really good for a self-heal, guys. Just keep in mind, that is self-healing every time she uses her skill. All right, guys, so I came up with a team, a possible team. This is going to be first try here. I haven't really done any testing, but just kind of made the toppings and stuff. And we are using the new treasure here, the Dream Conductor's Whistle, which is kind of insane. 40% extra attack buff and 20% extra damage resist to 2 of the cookies with the highest attack. And then 15% increase of crit for everybody here is pretty darn insane. And the 2 cookies are going to be Black Pearl and Moonlight here. So these are going to be the toppings. First of all, with our Milky Way, it's going to be about 20% cooldown and 26% damage resist with Full Swift Chocolate. We do get a bonus 40% damage resist on the skill. All right, so that's the reason why we went with this. But instead, Financier is going to be using 5 of the Solid Almond here, guys, with 8% cooldown and focusing on damage resist. Moonlight is using 5 of the Swift Chocolate, around 18% cooldown and 25% damage resist. And Black Pearl is using 5 of the Swift Chocolate here, 20% cooldown, 22% damage resist. Financier is going to be targeting Black Pearl. And our Pure Vanilla, who has actually became pretty insane, is going to be using 5 of the Solid Almond with 8% cooldown here. All right, so here we go. Let's go into the arena and see how strong this team is. Here we go, guys. We got this team. We do have Milky Way to give us the 50% stun resistance. So Brute is not going to be too much of a problem here. They're still using BTS. Here we go. We first start out with Milky Way and then Financier to protect. All right. And then we got Moonlight Cookie, who's going to heal herself as well. All right. And we got our Milky Way charging. Wow, they're still very strong. Oh. Moonlight did die right there. But, oh, this is going to be dangerous. Okay, no, we're still okay. Pure Vanilla's healing is insane. We got 3 cookies here, pretty much, who is like shielding. We have Milky Way shielding, we have Financier shielding, we got Pure Vanilla shielding. Look, oh my god. Do you see the healing? 7 million healing? And this is with full Solid Almond. And the damage here, damage from Moonlight as well as Black Pearl, not bad at all. And Milky Way's damage too is pretty insane, guys. Alright guys, so after seeing that out, Moonlight definitely is a bit squishy here. So we're actually switching the toppings here for Financier and Moonlight. So Moonlight's using 5 Solid Almond with 8% cooldown. And we are using 5 of the Swift Chocolate for Financier. So let's go. Okay, this time around against the Black Pearl as well as Captain Caviar team. Let's go. Alright, I actually don't know if Milky Way is healing or damaging either. I guess that's something we have to test out properly. Definitely right there with the full Solid Almond. Super tanky now. And on top of that, we do have the Whistle, right? Whistle buff. There is way too many shielding going on here. Like, there's way too many shields. Look at Moonlight with the full Solid Almond. And Pure Vanilla's heal is massive.
Let us tend to the wounded first.
Oh, look at Moonlight's damage. I think this is a lot better too. Just keeping Moonlight alive and allowing her to, stay alive and keep using that weakness debuff and the extra damage. This is full solid almond, as well as not receiving the financier buff. Black Pearl is receiving financier buff and is a 2-star ascension, but Moonlight is still able to do more damage. And the healing, once again, Pure Vanilla. What? They made him like crack. He's on steroids. Holy moly. All right, guys. So something that I can definitely say is probably against a Sherbet team. All right. Instead of using a whistle or a treasure like this, probably going with the monocle is a better idea. So I'm going to change this to the monocle real quick. Milky Way, Financier. We get the 50% stun resistance with Milky Way right away if we use the Full Swift Chocolate. And definitely cleansing the Frost debuff is really, really good here. And they are sleeping. But keep in mind, BTS still has that debuff resist, right? So allowing the enemies to not sleep for the whole 2-second duration, but still be awake relatively quickly. But this is pretty darn insane. All right, this time around, Black Pearl definitely did more damage. But healing again, Pure Vanilla just out heals BTS like mad. Like mad. Like at this point, there's no reason to really use BTS. Just use Pure Vanilla and Milky Way. And the amount of shielding you get is absolutely bonkers. All right, guys. All right, guys. So this one's probably going to be the Frost Queen and Sherbet here as well. So we're still going to go with the monocle. Here we go. And here we go. This time around, they are using herb. So definitely they can purify the drowsiness effect with the Purify. All right, but while, of course, herb is sleeping, herb cannot purify, right? So, and there you go. They're sleeping right there. But they do have BTS to kind of, slow that down as well. And right there, we're resistant to interrupting effects while casting the spell. So, like, Frost Queen's damage doesn't do anything. Oh my gosh. Damage is crazy. And every time I look at this, the amount of healing that Pure Vanilla does, it's just so crazy. All right, guys. So definitely as a team or of Moonlight, like Moonlight is without a doubt going to be used inside of the arena, like for sure, right? It's just going to be like what kind of combination is going to come out, what kind of, unique comps are going to be added into the arena meta using Moonlight as well as the new Milky Way Cookie. But for sure, as a review of Moonlight Cookie, we can definitely tell that she is going to be used inside of the World Exploration for majority of the players, as well as using her inside of the arena, because we are definitely going to take advantage of the weakness debuff and the sleep debuff as well. All right, but there you guys go. That's going to conclude the quick review of Moonlight Cookie in the World Exploration as well as the arena. And specific comp videos, I will share that with you guys once they are set. But there you guys go. That's going to conclude the review of Moonlight Cookie.